She just healed so much. How is Blissey full HP? Okay. Hey guys, in today's video I want to talk about another S-tier jungler, which is Talonflame, who has currently two very viable builds, and I just want to compare those two. I want to compare Flame Charge and Fly against Aerial Ace and Brave Bird. Those are the two ability movesets you can go, and both are quite strong. For health items, I'm running Buddy Berry and Score Sheet. You guys probably know about this. Talonflame has the lowest cooldown ultimate in the entire game together with Pikachu, and those two together just allows you to just Unite move onto a goal and score for free pretty much all the time you want. Obviously, you shouldn't always go for this, but it's something you can do a lot of times. And for the last item, I personally like Razor Claw a lot. Talonflame has the highest basic attack out of any Pokemon in the entire game, which means that Razor Claw does a lot of damage with it, and I mean, he's all about bursting, right? You can also go Focus Band if you want. This is also a viable choice. Scope Lens is okay-ish. I mean, again, he has the highest basic attack, so if he attacks with the basic attack, right, it does crazy damage. But I think Razor Claw is the preferred choice. Also makes this early ganks a bit easier, and if you play Aerial Ace, you can proc it quite a lot of times. So I'm gonna go over both gameplays and then come to a conclusion. And as always, if you guys enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribe to my channel, because a lot of you guys are not subscribed to watch my videos. Alright, let's head into a Fly game first, and afterwards we go into a Brave Bird game. Before we talk about Fly, let's look at first some, you know, early game how to clear jungle gameplay. Very straightforward. We acrobatics over the wall. We start with that. For this thing, I always like to just charge up a boosted auto attack, already use it before it even spawns, and then just gaining behind with acrobatics, dodging the thing. And it's pretty straightforward. Talonflame has a very fast clear in the jungle, one of the fastest. Oh yeah, in this game I got invaded by a Greedent, so this is going to be something interesting as well to see how I come back from this, because I actually do lose my red buff to him. I tried to get it with acrobatics, but sadly he timed his tech pretty well. Now it's just important not to be tilted or something by this. I'm just going to trade him a bit, but I'm already kind of losing because he has Focus Band and I don't. And yeah, I shouldn't have chased him. Actually, it's fine. I'm going to my crab now, which he will probably also contest. I do have blue buff, but his tech does around the same damage. And yeah, he gets it as well again. I kind of acrobatics him because I kind of want to try and get a kill on him. It was quite close. So this is one of the games I'm pretty set behind. Maybe bad comparison to the other game I will play soon, but still. You know, this can happen quite often. Greedent is pretty popular in the current meta. And that's the most important thing, is not to tilt and just look for things to come back into the game. Alright, let's talk about Fly a bit. So Fly is still very strong as well compared to Brave Bird. Fly is just more versatile, I would say. Very versatile. And even though it got nerfed a few times, it still does a lot. He already base. I'm only level 4. Greedent is probably on my buffs already again, so this is quite annoying. And he's half HP though, so I can go for him this time. He doesn't have Focus Band, and getting my Flame Charge now. Let me just chase him down. This time he didn't recoil, so he was still very low from the first exchange. So we actually get back into the game thanks to this, and yeah, now we're pretty easy. With Fly as well, we can secure every single creep, so even if he invades me now, there's no chance he can ever get it again as soon as I get level 7, which I should for my next buffs, and we will be pretty happy about that. So yeah, Fly is still very versatile, very hard to deal with. It just does a lot. It can teamfight, it can escape, it can chase. You know, it does a lot of things more than Brave Bird does. I feel like it's just a bit more safer and a bit more consistent. But I'm a big Brave Bird fan as well. I like it a lot. We find a nice gank, just weave in our auto attacks, make sure we proc our Razor Claw, and yeah, get a nice 30 score in. And I'll be pretty good in the game. So even after the first thing, you know, those kills set us right back into the game. We're actually ahead of the enemy jungler now. And I'm really going to recall here and just be ready for my buffs, because Greedent is going to go for them as well instantly again. So obviously I want to be there. You will see it. Obviously, I always time those buffs in my head, so they always have a 1 minute cooldown or respawn timer, so I already know exactly when they respawn, since I, you know, 17-19, so 16-19, this thing will respawn. And I pretty much do this across the entire early game and just make sure that I have very efficient rotations towards my buffs, because I think in solo queue, just getting 6 buffs done pretty much always secures you with the first threat. Because you get level 9, doesn't matter what. Even if you don't find kills, you can get level 9 very easily. Now we 8 and 75%. And then we're looking for picks. So yeah, we just fly, we see this Decidueye. He should just die to this. Oh, I did Flame Charge to the wrong direction actually. I wanted to Flame Charge to him, not away from him. And then we find him, get another pick. And I see Green behind me. We get Brave Birded. This guy actually has Brave Bird. Fly does counter Brave Bird because, you know, I can actually see it coming and fly up and just dodge it. and then he has no chance of getting out most of the time. It does have a bit more burst though. Here I was looking for the gradient. I saw him a few seconds ago on the left side still, just making sure he doesn't really get this objective. But Slowbro nicely ultimates him, so we just pick him off fast. Get the dread. I didn't really get it, but my team did it. And we just recall again, do another buff rotation, and then we slowly head up for Rotom. Very nice I didn't have to use my Unite move, even though I probably should have somewhere, but it wasn't really needed. Do this, and then we head to Rotom very easily. We already destroyed both first goals, which means we will kind of struggle for experience. So at this point, we kind of have to be very aggressive. And yeah. But yeah, Fly did get nerfed a few times, but it's such an insane ability. It just does so much, right? And it's very hard to deal with. It's very annoying to even kill Talonflame. Here I saw Pikachu killing, like Rotom is done. I saw Pikachu killing bot goal. So I just instantly recall and do bottom Audinos. Again, I play very efficient. All my goal is just to farm experience as much as I can. Here the Machamp scores, I'm just going to stop him a bit, just chase him away a bit. And yeah, I just try to be as efficient as possible. I always want to be 14, 15 at Zapdos. So I can do the most damage I can do, right? This is what you need to carry team fights with, is to be the highest level in the game. Here sadly my team just get wiped on top lane, because I was bot lane, but I mean they were 4v4, right? And I'm just like, okay, sure, just defend the second base. We stop the gradient, we do it. Sadly, a bit too late, so he actually gets the score off again. He only had a few coins, so it was pretty easy for him. But you get a Pikachu ultimate for free, and we just chase him down. Fly stage just has so much mobility. And yeah, we try to go for the gradient, slow him with Razor Claw and Red Buff, and yeah, he dies. The Machamp actually ults me, but yeah, we just see, this is the escape, right? You can fly over any wall in the game. It just gives him so much mobility. Our buff's up again. Our next goal is just farming Unite move back up for the next threat. My Serena did take a buff as well, so I do need to find a few crabs on bot lane, potentially. I was like, oh wait, did he actually do it? Yeah, I wasn't sure if it spawned yet, and I was like, oh, I kind of confused myself a bit. So yeah, my goal is just getting everything I can find on the map and just try to get my Unite move back up. If you do it well, you can pretty much Unite move every single minute with Talonflame, if you farm well in between your Unite move charges. Yeah, you can already see it, it's back to 88%. And if we kill like one of these bees, it's pretty much back up as well. And we just go for it. And now it's back up. The enemy Talonflame actually ults us. This was a very nice Slowbro ultimate. Very good pick off, because this thing is up. They do kill it very fast. I don't know if I got it. I don't think I got it. No, the Green still got it. It was very close. But we just fly. Characters like Decidueye, but this is the thing, right? Fly is very good into characters like Decidueye, but it's also, so is Brave Bird, right? If you get hit by one Brave Bird, he's pretty much dead as well. And yeah, but I really like the Fly on 13, because it stuns. It just gives him so much CC as well. Like, this little knockback is so annoying to play against, and he just nukes you to half HP, but you can't even move. Very frustrating to play against. Here we get Brave Birded, but yeah, no worries. I actually want to turn... I messed that up so badly. Actually, yeah, that was kind of bad. I tried to fly him. This time he dodges Brave Bird. And I think I do another oopsie right here. This chafe was kind of pointless, but yeah. I should have flame charged. If I flame charged first, I would have reached him, but I instead did the other thing around, right? I did fly into flame charge, so my fly doesn't hit, but if I flame charge into fly, I would have actually reached him, stunned him. And he probably wouldn't be able to Brave Bird, because he would just die in one auto attack afterwards. So yeah, kind of messed up there a bit. Someone is surrender voting, I'm not sure why. It's probably because we lost Rotom, someone is surrender voting. I haven't done the Unite move into scoring in this game yet, but it's like not always needed, right? You shouldn't overdo it. Just if you see an opportunity to Unite move into capping 50 with your Buddy Berry and score sheet, you can go for it. But I still prefer to win team fights, right? I'm not a player that like just tries to win by points necessarily. I don't think that's the right strategy in solo queue most of the time. You still do want to win team fights as much as you can. But if you find those opportunities, and especially this late game, right? When like, I don't know, the enemies had Zapdos or something and you can counter score, it's very useful for those kind of things. Or just when no objective is up and you're like, okay, now I can do it. I didn't have to use my Unite move in the team fight. I can now look to just push down a second tier goal or something with my Unite move. And yeah. Here you can see the 1v1 of Fly into Brave Bird. He kind of doesn't have any chance, or he forces Unite move very easily. And I'm just keep looking for him. I just want him to waste time and make he like recoil even further down. So we just try to look for vision. Pikachu actually blinks on me here. Forces Unite move as well. Here we blink the enemy Brave Bird. And this is the thing, like Brave Bird can be very easily outplayed. I mean, so can Fly, but Brave Bird even easier because it's much more predictable on where it's going to land. So if you have any sorts of mobility, you can just get out of it. Here, this was very close. I didn't expect him. I was very greedy on my recoil. I saw him walking towards me, but yeah. And here again, we are kind of lucky that our movement speed from Unite move still makes us run out of the Unite move of Machamp. And he's very mad now. But yeah, Fly still, we just fly away and just kite him around. Nothing he can do about this. He probably had fun trying to chase. Problem is now the enemies are bursting Zap, so I'm just trying my hardest to just get back to base really fast and jump back mid. In case the enemies get Zapdos here, we do have to just... I mean, it's just a flip at this point. We outright. Machem somehow got it through Brave Bird and Fly and Bages. And now we just have to... We got 2 kills, so me and Venusaur just have to run to the enemy base. That's the first thing I do. Right, 3 of them actually died, so perfectly fine. We will be able to counter-score on their base because they need to also still score. And if they don't score, they lose as well. So, yeah, pretty much checkmate. Even though they got Zapdos due to us getting more kills, we do win. And yeah, I'm just standing on the pad right here to speed up my teammates' things and also block the Decidueye from walking onto them. And now we just try to escape. We can maybe farm some more coins as well. But I mean, this game is pretty much over at this point. We have so many coins, but now we can show off the one thing that I was talking about. I'm just going to collect some coins. I still have my Unite move, and I will just, yeah, Unite move into their base and score on them, right? It's like very straightforward. This is a thing you can do, but again, you shouldn't overdo it. You can also play Goal Getter with this, but I still prefer Eject Button. I think Goal Getter is a bit too much for this, but yeah, you could also run Goal Getter. It's like one of the best Goal Getter characters in the game. Here you go. And yeah, very straightforward. Buddy Barrier, Score Sheet, still very broken combo together on a lot of characters. Yeah, Flame Dash into a wall. And I finally die. So it was a pretty good fly game, I would say. Even though we got kinda, you know, Trident invaded, we still made the best out of it. Due to our opponents also obviously making mistakes and giving us a double kill on bot lane. But yeah, pretty solid game overall, I would say. They also did get Zapdos. I probably should have based here. After I scored that one time, I probably should have based. And yeah, let's look at the damage. And then we head into a Brave Bird game afterwards. You guys want to see the damage? I mean, we'll see maybe the score first. So we even scored 829 points, even without Zapdos. 240 on myself. So, pretty solid. And 80,000 damage is also not too bad. Alright, that's it for the fly game. Alright, let's look at Brave Bird. Here I skipped the early game, you know, jungle clearing since nothing happened. And you guys already saw it last game. So yeah, what are the strengths of Brave Bird? It's very good at bursting someone together down with your team. It's a very strong engage that especially characters who have no mobility, so things like, you know, Ninetales, Pikachu, Decidueye have a hard time dealing with because they can't get out of it. It's also very powerful with setup characters like Wigglytuff or Slowbro or Snorlax, you know, things that can CC your opponents, making sure that Brave Bird hits. And I feel like it's just more team reliant, but it's very strong if your team plays around it. That's why in the past, if we saw competitive Brave Birds in jungle or competitive Talonflies in jungle, they were playing Brave Bird over Fly, just because, you know, you have a Wigglytuff and you know that you will be able to hit your Brave Birds pretty reliably. Here our Rights is AFK, but yeah, just gotta keep on playing. And yeah, I do like Brave Bird though. I don't know what I was doing here. Apparently Aerial Ace doesn't get over the wall. Also the reason why we play Aerial Ace is because with the way Brave Bird works, it resets Aerial Ace. So you do a Brave Bird into Aerial Ace, boosted auto attack, and you get another Aerial Ace afterwards instantly. And yeah, it's just a lot of burst. And it has a lot of range as well. Like, people might not expect it as much, so. And then another Aerial Ace also gets you boosted auto attack. You can also juggle your Razor Claw if you want, much more often with this. Let's take another Creep Array here. I'm already level 7. You already saw me do my second buff rotation, so I'm going to be ready for my next one, which will grant me level 9 pretty easily in this game. And I do find Brave Bird pretty fun as well. It's just like, it's very difficult to play into characters that, you know, save your opponents. Like, if the enemies are very grouped and always play together, it's very hard to finish someone off if they have like Wigglytuff, Blissey's, or Eldegoss's, right? It's quite difficult. And here again, we just do our buff rotation that I do almost every game. I don't know if I would recommend it too much. There's like a different, I probably can make another video about jungle rotation, especially early game, but this is the one I like doing the most. And yeah, some people do only 4 buffs and contest mid crabs. I like to do this. I feel like it's a bit more consistent, especially since you don't have to win mid lane fight against anyone. So now we're level 7. We want to stay far away. I tried to go for the Mamoswine here, didn't get him, but we still have ultimate, so we just get 3 characters instantly, scoop them all up, ult them into my team, and we just kill them. Now we start the Dread instantly. I dodged the Dread stun with Brave Bird since it gives unstoppable. Also very important to know, you just can always spear. I don't want to last hit against the Lucario, so I just go on him instantly, cast Aerial Ace, auto attack, another Aerial Ace, and we just auto attack him to death. I don't know why I blinked there, I wasn't sure what's happening. Again, here we dodge CC with Brave Bird, just melee it. Aerial Ace also, since one of the last patch, heals now a bit. It's not much of a heal, but it's still something. And I kept buffing Aerial Ace over and over again, and it's for sure the right choice to do if you play Brave Bird. He was looking for something again, kind of missed my Brave Bird. Brave Bird is also still can miss quite often if you know, miss it, but like, I just think, that's all I think, like, Fly is just a bit more consistent, but if you go at Brave Bird, it's for sure a very, very strong ability. And yeah, now it's a bit weird. Now we Brave Bird this guy. He Brave Birds us back, but we get another aerial ace. Luckily, and like, that was very lucky of me, I ended up across the ball. And now we just finish off the Mamoswine, finish off the Lucario. And yeah, we just killed them again, over and over and over. It does so much damage, actually. It really does a lot of damage. The Brave Bird, if it lands. Someone is DC'd again, I think. Not sure who. And it's very hard to decide. Like, I really like both abilities. Here we just ult the Venusaur away. Just gonna make sure I get my Buddy Barrier, my attack speed buff. Was maybe a mistake, because the enemy Talonflame almost sniped Dreadnought now. But I wasn't quite sure what to do in this scenario, because everyone will stop hitting it. So if I walk back and then like no one is DPSing it, it might not die. Yeah, that's gonna end quite badly, but in the end we still got it. Thanks to my team also doing decent and Slowbro getting the last hit. Here I'm just like top lane, clearing this. Again, making use of my boosted auto attacks and aerial aces. And that dies quite fast. Also, Talon's auto attack does this weird little jump as well. It's a little gap closer that they added a few patches ago. It didn't used to be like this, but now it has some, yeah, small gap closer. Almost losing to Rotom here. I'm just chilling back a bit, healing on the goal a bit, getting my shield, and yeah, obviously don't want to die to Rotom. It actually does quite a lot of damage. It's very hard to 1v1. Some characters literally can't without the goal shield. And we farm a bit, pull these pros together, so we hit both of them for more efficient farming. And yeah, our goal is just starting to maybe get points now. No objective is very up. So we could look for an ultimate into scoring if we really want to. I do see the bees up, and it's just, yeah, my team is already dead on top lane. Someone instantly surrender voting. Another classic, just like last game. Always gotta surrender vote when you die. Very important in this game. And yeah, now we just look for something. Here I do it. I unite move and I score. And even if someone is still here, they probably can't break it in time. Actually, Lucario does almost break it. Was very close. If he had close combat up, he would have broken it. I should probably be united move closer to the goal so I can instantly score, but yeah. There you can see it in action. And a lot of characters literally can't break the shield. They will not be able to. Lucario is one of the rare characters. If he has close combat up, he can actually break it. Now we make use of our big range again. You always want to like surprise your opponents, right? But it's also very risky. Like jumping in with this without your night move with this bit is kind of like an escaping tool, or like a, oh no, I'm kind of dying. Maybe I shouldn't have aerial aced in kind of button as well. So if you jump in without your night move, there's a high chance you might die. Here we get unite moved by Gengar. We did dodge his Dream Eater CC and we take him down. But the enemy Talonflame is also still here. He actually funny, like I Brave Bird over him and I Brave Bird back into him. His unite move was still hitting for some reason and I got killed by his unite move. That was kind of scuffed. But yeah, it's 1 minute until Zap. This was quite bad. I feel like one of my teammates maybe could have used Unite move, but maybe not. This was funny. So if one of them Unite moves, right, we probably win this. But it's like, keeping it for Zapdos is probably the right choice. And I was talking to my chat about like, yeah, they just didn't Unite move because they want to keep it for Zap. Which is very funny because you will see what happens soon, TM. Because they will not keep their Unite moves for Zapdos. Why would they? So they could have just Unite moved on bot lane and at least won us the fight. Because, yeah, in a few seconds you shall see what kind of disaster happens. I'm already level 14 now, so I probably should stop farming. And yeah, head towards top here. Gardevoir ults the ground. 30 seconds before Zapdos. And that's quite bad, obviously. Miss our Brave Bird on Venusaur. But yeah, we just want to defend this Rotom if we can, which is already quite difficult. Like, I actually have to let it go in. Like, I literally couldn't defend it. We did pick off the enemy Talonflame, who's dead for 25 seconds now. And we do get the Venusaur too, which is still quite good. So even the Rotom going in, there were luckily only 2 people there, so we could punish it. Now I'm looking for the enemy Lucario, who's very aggressive. Try to Brave Bird him. He does blink away from it. We chase him a bit. Aerial Ace behind him, and now I just, yeah. That was pretty good by the Gengar. Didn't expect him to be there. And he just one-shots me in like 2 abilities, which can happen, right? Talonflame is pretty squishy. He can die if you're not aware of something like this. And yeah, this Gengar actually just killed 3 of us and scores 100. So the game is looking quite bad. We already used Unite moves as well. 9 hits also wasted her Unite move. And in the 1v1 against Lucario. So I just try to respawn as fast as I can now and try to make it to Zapdos. I'm going over bot lane because I want to... I don't like walking through mid lane, especially against tanks like Mamoswine. Now I'm just max ranging. Almost walked into another Gengar there. We counter ultimate these. And we know the Gengar doesn't have Unite moves, so he actually just dies this time. It was very close. Actually, I almost walked into Gengar again and died, but my Brave Bird kind of saved me then, stopped a bit of it. So I almost messed up again. And we just play around our Brave Birds now. I don't know, we get sniped by Lucario, sadly. There's just so many characters everywhere. It was just like, this was a very messy late game so far. But my 9 hits gets 1 kill. Can't really get the second one. And Gardevoir's here now. And we're just hoping we respawn. Actually, Talonflame does mess up. And they kinda die. Let's go, Gardevoir. Gardevoir gets them too. Zapdos is still up. And my Venusaur is just trying to maybe keep top lane. Like, at this point, Zapdos is not gonna die, right? No one has characters or damage dealers to do Zapdos with. So my goal is pick up coins and try to, you know, ult and score. That's my goal right now. So I'm just looking for coins. I might have picked up too many though. You will see why, but yeah. I get very lucky in a second. And if you just pick up coins, I do wanted 50 or 100, but maybe I should have done it. Gardevoir here, you just Unites move. I don't know, I think he's mad. He's sorry the guy's surrender voting. We ult onto the goal. If he's actually with me here, he could just stand on it and help me as well. I'm so lucky that Gengar misses his abilities. If he hits those, the sheet might have died, probably would have died. But he kind of missed it, so we get our buddy score sheet off. And you will see that will decide probably the game. Who knows? It was a very close game, very messy late game. It was all over the place, people surrender voting, people wasting Unite moves before Zapdos. So it got very, very messy. Me obviously also getting picked off by Gengar and getting one-shot was also quite bad, but like that was quite unexpected, I would say. Probably shouldn't chase the Lucario on bot lane. I thought I was pretty safe, but yeah, Gengar can always beam brushes. And that won us the game. So yeah, this combo was quite powerful. Obviously, the guy did mess up the Gengar and he should have done it. And yeah, that's it for the Brave Bird game. Alright, let's come to the conclusion. Which move do I think is better? I think both moves are equally good. I would say Brave Bird is very strong. Both are very good at killing stuff. I would just say Fly just is more versatile. Fly is like a Swiss army knife, right? You can do everything. You can engage. You can fly away. You can be sneaky. You can even CC. You can burst. You can scout for vision and be just very safe. While Brave Bird just does crazy amounts of damage. Is very good in team fights. And if you have setup for it and your team does have CC, it is very, very strong. So guys, let me know which ability you prefer. Again, I think both are amazing. It doesn't really matter what you play. If you like Brave Bird more, then go for Brave Bird. If you like Fly more, go for Fly. Into tankier team comps, probably Fly is better since you can be more versatile. Into squishier team comps, I would say Brave Bird is very, very strong as well. But so is Fly. Fly is obviously also very good into squishy since you just one-shot them anyways too. So let me guys know in the comments which ability you prefer. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!